Hello everybody, welcome to the February 2021 Marvin Gardens video. Now this may look a lot like the January garden video because actually it's only Groundhog's Day, February 2nd, and this is the same snowstorm that we did during the January garden video, except for it's lasted, well, easily now it's a 48-hour event. So it's still snowing. It started at 11:30 a.m. on Sunday, and now it's past that time, I think, on Tuesday, Groundhog's Day. So in case we don't get another snowstorm in February, and because the garden isn't going to change that much in the month of February, I thought we'd better come out and shoot this guy. So here we are, and you probably can't tell very well, but we do have a fair amount of snow on the ground, and bed one now, all the old plants are completely covered, except for the tall ones, obviously. And I can feel my boots sinking into at least a good foot of snow. Now, here, also, again, I didn't realize this had happened. So this is going to look different than the video we shot a couple days ago because this little grow house was no match for the snow. Totally collapsed. And as you can see, there's just snow is completely covering the solar panels, which are probably not doing anything. And probably what you can't see is the volume of snow that has slid off the panels. I'm laughing at how deep I'm going into the snow here as I get past. I don't know if maybe I can turn around here and give you a shot that'll kind of show the amount of snow that's you can see under, and then I don't know if you can see that volume of snow that's piled up in front of the panels. But other than it being totally covered and then some with snow out here, which it wasn't the last time, it looks pretty much the same. Now, you might be able to see across the way there, my neighbor's in his snowplow. He's also been using his front loader. We probably got 18 inches. Maybe there's some places where it's close to 2 feet. That's what we were supposed to get. So this snowstorm definitely lived up to its prediction, and the asparagus bed is still slumbering, but now it's slumbering under probably over a foot of snow. And you can probably tell that it's a little hard to walk in this snow because I'm breathing heavy, and you can probably hear that. But anyway, here we are again at the fire pit area. It just looks so wonderfully snow covered that it's just kind of delightful. Oh, look at poor Mr. See if I can pan down for that. Poor Mr. Coco, he's up to his neck in snow. Of course, luckily, since he's an iron ornament, he doesn't care. So I'm just gonna run around here you can see, I think you can see that I did cut a path in here with the snowblower, which worked quite well. And I'll be doing that again today, especially since the snow is supposed to end at least by this evening. I think it's going to get on and off as we get later in the day. But it just makes it absolutely beautiful out here as I duck down to get the umbrella, which we're still using, attached to this, which works quite well, I might say. And that's what the pond looks like. Not much to see. But you can see where the waterfall comes down. There is holes, so we're getting plenty of oxygen down into the pond proper and the fish. So yeah, okay. But look at the little solar lanterns. Some of them are completely buried. And I'm about to go out and do some measuring to see if I can get a firm assessment. Oops, that's not right. A firm assessment on what the totals might be. But other than that, there's not much to show you out here, and there's not much going on inside either. But I'll tell you, just looking at my settings here, because again the camera looks like it's a little bit sideways. I don't know. Yeah, that's not really better. Sorry, babbling and struggling with technology here. Anyway, I'm going to show you a clip from an old garden video. I don't remember how many years old it is, but it shows some of the other stuff that happens during February. And it's paperwork and planning mostly, and some of it I still do and some of it I don't. So let's take a look at that and then come back. So that's a nice fire we got going there, and February is a time when it's awfully nice to be able to sit next to a fire like that and get all cozy. But it's also a time when we're planning for the garden to be for the year. And I basically use three things to take care of most of my planning. First of all, I print out a calendar for the entire year. And this is just an Outlook calendar. And I've got all the events of when things are supposed to happen, and it just kind of makes it a little easier to plan weekends and things like that. Plus, if anything of significant happens, I can just jot it down on the calendar for future reference of the next calendar. The other is the actual garden layout, of course, very critical. And these are the different beds, of course, and this is where I just plan how much space I have and what needs to go where. And there seems to be kind of a Murphy's Law that you never have quite enough room for everything that you want to plant, but this helps make it work. And finally, Excel spreadsheet, being that I'm kind of a computer kind of guy. This has all the varieties that I'm going to grow down here, and then across here are like when you started indoors, what the spacing is if you're planting seeds, how to set the plants out, you know, at the spacing, the row spacing, and also some notes about, you know, soil preparation and fertilization and things like that. And so that helps me also. So, of those pieces of planning paperwork that I used to use, I only do the spreadsheet because it kind of gives me a calendar of events, and as far as the garden planning, you know, laying out, I kind of do that by instinct these days. I know roughly what the capacity of the garden is, and So, but the spreadsheet is very helpful. It tells me when I should be planting things, and it's got a section that tells me when the typical harvest should be and all that good stuff. So, but I hope you enjoyed that glimpse into the past. I don't know I can't remember what the quality of that video was, whether that was before we had HD or what, but anyway. Anyway, that's that. And so I'm going to say so long for February, although I might come back if we get another good snowstorm before the end of the month. Well, I am interrupting the previous video because I said I might be coming back, and I am back. It's about 3/4 of the way through February, and not only is it still a winter wonderland out here, but it's actually snowing, and I always like doing the February video when it's snowing. And who would have guessed that when I was shooting this on the 1st of February, it would still be looking like this on almost the 20th of February. As you can see, everything around here is still looking most winter wonderlandy, and the pond is opened up a little bit, but you can see how high the snow is piled around the waterfall there, and everything is still amazingly looking like I say, a winter wonderland. And it's been like this all month. We've had several storms, nothing as big as the one that we last shot in come through, but enough to keep a nice layer of snow on the ground. And we've had some nice daytime and nighttime walks in the snow. I might even have a few clips to give you an idea of what that looks like. And you can probably hear me crunching through the snow, because we did have a little bit of icing at one point. And I've cleared off the solar panels a few times, and it looks like I've got some more clearing to do. Again, I don't know if you can see the massive amount of snow that's there, deposited where it all slides off. And of course the grow house still looks the same as it did 3 weeks ago, because, well, I'm not going to come out here and work on it in this kind of weather. But what I did want to show you is we've had some developments and activities indoors. So let's go inside, get caught up in there, and then we'll come back. Okay, so one of the exciting things that's happening indoors is that we've got all our seeds for the season, and they came in a little while ago. Take a look at this. You might notice that they're from Burpee, and that's because when I went to order from Johnny's Seeds, they weren't taking orders from home gardeners because of COVID or something like that. So they kind of lost my order to Burpee. Anyway, so they shipped everything correctly. I made a couple of ordering mistakes, but that's beside the point. And so what I've done at this point is just put them in what I call first activity date order, which means that whether they're being started indoors or outdoors on the calendar, when I handle these seeds, they should be roughly in chronological order for what I'm doing. And then I still have yet to update the spreadsheet that I talked about before. That's the next step. in getting everything ready. But other than the seeds coming in, I've got some stuff to show you in what I call the indoor greenhouse. So let's go there next, which is also known as the laundry room. There's some big news here. Now I don't know how well this is going to show up, but let me try and tip the camera up here. Those are brand new LED grow lights. Now they don't look very bright on the camera there because it compensates for it, but they are bright, and I've got two levels of them here, so you can see that, and that is just coming back into the 21st century. And they replaced the old fluorescent tubes that served me well over the years, but now it's on to something else. And the other exciting news inside here is right there, which doesn't look all that exciting, but we've started our planting. That is leeks, and anything of the onion family that's grown from seed can start indoors as early as February. So we were anxious to make use of our new grow lights and get them going. So that's what's happening inside. Let's go back outside. So that's the stuff, the exciting stuff that's going on indoors, gardening wise. And I just want to see if I can get this door open, and so we can take a look at what's happening in the greenhouse. Now, excuse me if my camera work is suffering. Now, as you recall, or as you may recall, we've got a couple of little space heaters in here, right down there, in an attempt to just keep the overnight temperatures in here tolerable for plants. And as you can see, we've got ornamental grasses growing happily in here. This is the winter thyme that we potted. That is, oops, I don't know if I'm aiming right here. That's actually sage that we potted, and some mini horsetail pond plants, and that's rosemary, and some more grass here, ornamental grass, and that's another mini horsetail. I think that's what it's called, pond plant. And behind that, you may remember seeing the blooming marigolds in a month or so ago, or whatever, last time I shot in here. They're long since done for, but we got, several weeks of nice blooming marigolds out of that. So our experiment with keeping things growing here in the greenhouse so far is a success, and with the middle of February, or late February even, it's probably going to get in other words, we've probably passed our coldest temperatures, so I think we've made it. We certainly didn't lose any plants to freezing anywhere in there. So with that, let's see, I don't think there's anything else to tell you, but I will say that now that we're in, like I say, 3/4 of the way through February, I think it's safe to say that this will be the last installment for this month. And so I will, I'll send it back to Marv on February 1st, I think it was, and let him close this out. for now, this is Marvin Gardens, February 2021, and we'll see you next month in March. And by then we'll have some stuff growing under the lights inside, hopefully. All right, bye y'all. Happy winter, everybody. See you next month.